Hello traders, this is Dan. Let's take a look at the markets for March 7. So we got the sell-off like we were hoping and expected. We had a big price void down here. We had this rounding top. All these overlapping bars created a lot of overhead resistance. We have declining 20, declining 50. We had last Thursday, we had a failed gap breakout. And this morning, it wasn't a gap breakout, but it actually popped in the middle. Well, that's spiders, gap down and sold off, but Q's shows it a little bit better here. Open flat, you see here, this vertical line is Friday's close, open relatively flat, negating a big pre-market gap down, by the way. And then it started to rally, and within the first 15-minute bar, you got a 180 reversal topping tail. That's when we went full bearish day trade mode. And look at this, shallow retracements, green bars ignored, numerous topping tails, closing at the dead low on volume. So we ideally, we're down 3 bars. I don't know where it's going to turn, but momentum is down. We're in a downtrend daily, weekly. Ideally, we get a large gap down in the morning and then look for some type of bullish reversal pattern, whether it's a 30-minute high, whether it's an additional sell-off in reversal into the 10 or 10:30 reversal. I don't know. Diamonds here, bearish gap, closing at the low, looks lower. IWM, same. So across the board, everything looks lower. So in the weekly options trader, we gave Tesla here, call spread, the 900s over all this top. And when we're looking for new trades, this is what we're looking for. One that's on the credit spreads, well, for directionals too, that's close to the major resistance turning spot, price void. So that was a great call spread we put on. Sierra Golf, we did actually a put spread. This last Friday was a gap over a big old ugly red bar, bullish breakout close. So we sold a way out of the money put spread. We actually did that in both letters because it looks so good. We were trying to do a call spread on Beyond, but I canceled it. CME was going to be a put spread over the high, and I canceled that. That was going to be a directional. Also, Merck, it was going to be a directional and a put spread. I canceled that. Coup became unliquid, but that was a great setup for a call spread. NVIDIA was a beautiful setup for a call spread. Look at SMHs. Look at that closing breakdown, but we didn't get our desired credit. Nike was a beautiful call spread, and we did short that stock as a directional. We covered half at the low, and we're holding half. It looks great, but we did not get the desired credit for the call spread. DLR was also going to be a put spread and a directional, but it obviously did not trigger, and I'll most likely go ahead and cancel that. Now let's look at the trades in the swinging options trader. Now we had a couple of long ideas in the oil sector, and oil's been on fire here over strong. And look at OIHs here. Wow. And we gave a couple of REITs and oil. So NOV, we bought over the high, and just right in the opening minute or two, I said it's good to go because that pattern just looks so fantastic with this red bar ignored, breakdown failure, closing breakout on Friday, price void on all time frames. So that thing rallied so much in one day. We sold half at $22 and then sold the 22.5 calls for Friday to leg into a a covered call to reduce our cost basis. Nike was in the weekend letter. We shorted that, as I said. We covered half at the low. And this is, we use intraday time frames too, multiple time frame analysis. And this was just a steady, controlled, bearish sell-off. So we sent a telegram alert saying over a prior 15-minute bars high to cover half. So look at this, folks. We got this entire gain over this green candle down here, pretty darn near the dead low. We covered half of that, and we're still holding half. We'll go into trail mode. Oracle has earnings coming up. That was a continuation of a sell setup. We shorted that, and at 75.51, so we're up $1.20 and change. I had moved stop break even. Land, this was a REIT, and it also accelerated to resistance. We sold half at the high and then stopped out break even on the back half. The SG I mentioned, I put in both letters, a put spread for March. Pfizer, we did a bull call debit spread when it took out Friday's high. Nice turn here on the 200. Buy setup in reversal on the 50 MA on the weekly. Close week. We'll just let it play out. IMO, this was a REIT. We bought on the pullback on the gap fill. CVE, same. This one's an energy stock though, gapped up. And we said buy into the gap fill, which got filled. That one actually we did a 14-17 bull call debit spread. And finally, Hertz. Hertz, we did into the close, a breakdown, topping tail. We shorted that stock. Greg mentioned WSM earlier today, and I sent out a telegram. I was wanting to short a bounce on this, but that's a sell setup, a gap reversal at the declining 20 and 50. And we saw it kind of late around here. And, greater than 100% of Friday's range. It really should have bounced to give us an entry. And look at that. That's just a sign of a bearish day. But that, too bad I didn't find that sooner. And then that would have been a short under Friday's low. And then another one we were watching, SUNW. Little bottoming pattern. This is a solar stock. TAN, solar's been doing well. And we were reviewing in the green room that this would have been an awesome entry over the high of this 15-minute bar right here. You had a bullish gap up, range expansion, 3 inside bars, with this one being a closing breakout and a price void with a bullish daily. So that would have been a home run entry there, that 1 hour high, so to speak, target up here, 375. So that's it. We're hoping that we continue to sell off and get our market internals into bullish alignment, but we're just getting on board the bearish train right now. We love loading up on positions at the turns. And so the more it falls, the more difficult it's going to be to get new short positions. But we have a bunch of nice ones open. So good job on that. So we will see you tomorrow as always on Telegram. And as always, email Greg or me with any questions. Good trading.